Welcome to Unit 2, Week 3, Spelling Words. Hopefully you've got everything ready to go. You need your pencil, of course, because you're going to be writing all of the words. Don't forget that. You need your nice round tip scissors to cut out the words. You need your zip top bag so you can put all your words in here, put them on the refrigerator or wherever you put them. And then your spelling book. Don't forget your spelling book. And, of course, your weekly spelling words. Now, this week, it looks like I'm going to start cutting these out. Hopefully, you've either got yours cut out or you're cutting them out with me. This week, it looks like we're going to be doing some inflectional endings. So, what I'm going to do is cut these all out, and then we're going to talk a little bit about these words. What I do want you to do, though, is save this, and let's cut this into a couple little pieces. There's one, and there's two, and you know what? We usually do 3 or 4. So let's cut out 4, just in case. And as we get going, then we'll find out exactly how many we need to do. I usually like to cut it straight up the center here, and then cut it straight up the center here, and that will give me the opportunity to be able to cut them at 3 at a time. So I'm going to cut them 1. See how easy that is? Now, if you have bigger scissors, that'll be okay. If you have small scissors, it may take you a couple swipes through here, but as you're cutting, just start looking at what those different endings are. Okay? So we're going to do a little inflectional ending, and there's our oddball. And now let's just take all these words and let's start putting them around. I just like throwing them all over the place here. Let's get our trash out of the way and make sure that gets into the trash can, not left on your floor. I don't think your mom would enjoy that. But let's get these all put all over the place. That way you've got them. Now make sure that you're cutting them out. That is what you have to do. You've got to cut them out because you need to sort them the way we're sorting them. If you're not sorting them, you'll say, oh, well, I memorize them. No, we really don't want you to memorize the words. What we want you to do is memorize the patterns, hear the patterns, learn the patterns. And that will make you a better speller in the end. Because memorizing words, you can't memorize every single word that you see. Because they're going to be some very, very big words. And so if you memorize the patterns, if you listen to the patterns and you know what's going on those, then you will be able to do well in your spelling and in your writing. So that's why we do this. So we're going to put up on the top here, we're going to put Unit 2, Week 3, and we're going to do inflectional ending. Okay, and then we're going to put the oddball over here. And you know we always put the oddball over here because there might be some words we're going to put down here, but we need this whole space here to put all of our inflectional, shun, that's an A, that's an L, and that's an ending, all right? Boy, I don't write as well as Mrs. Gentry does, but, you know, that's okay. All right, here we go. Inflectional ending. So what is an inflectional ending? An inflectional ending changes the form of the word. So when we put an ending on, it changes the form of the word to express an attribute or a tense. So I'm just going to write up here, and I want you to write this too. So if I put the word cough, and let me make sure, do we have cough? We don't have cough. That's a bummer. Cough is the word. If I add an inflectional ending like C-O-G-U-G-H-I-N-G, that changes the tense of the word, meaning I'm coughing now. I am coughing. Okay, coughing. And if I put C-O-U-G-H-E-D, that happened in the past. So inflectional endings will change the tense. And what tense is the time period. It changes the time period of when these words are happening. All right? So, let's look at, we're actually, let's see, how many should I do for you? You know what? Let's see what we got here. Let's try this first one. Let's do round and round. Oh, applied. So we're going to put a dash ED on this. Okay? So right here, right above this, I need you to put the dash and the ED. So dash ED. And what the ED does is that is a past tense. That means it's already happened. So let's put applied. A-P-P-L-I-E-D. ED is at the end. Now apply, the regular word without the inflectional ending is apply. A-P-P-L-Y. So we change that Y to an I and we add an ED. So that's applied. Okay? Got my A a little bit low there. That's okay. All right. Now let's do another one here. Oh, look at this one. I love this. Oh, no. We're not going to. Yeah, let's do it. Fascinated. And we'll put it up here so you can see. Nated. There's our ED right there. So, fascinate is something that you are doing. If you are fascinated, fascinated is a past tense, but the words I put in front of it, if I say I am fascinated, that changes the tense of it. So that doesn't always mean it's a past tense. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting. All right. So let's do another word. I think I'm just going to throw one on here. Let's go baked. Bake, ED. Baked. That means I already did bake it. All right. Hike. Because I enjoy hiking. But when I hiked, that means I already did it. I hiked that. All right. So make sure you write those all down. All right, the next word we're going to look at, the next inflectional ending we're going to look at is, let's do jogging. So that looks like we're going to have to grab one of these blank ones, and we're going to put a dash I-N-G. So that's ing, jogging. So dash I-N-G. And then we'll underline it. And that is happening now. So that's a now. That is not in the past. That is going on right now. So we're going to go jogging. Okay? We're going to put an ing on the end of this. Now, this is where it's going to be very interesting. All right? Because I'm going to find another word here. Let's do baking. Baking. And I want you to notice something. All right? The word bake, because I'm going to do bake, B-A-K-E, write it. Bake has an E at the end. Baked. We take off the E and put a D, or we just leave the E there and just add a D. But if you notice over here, if it's got an E at the end, we take off that E and we add an I-N-G. So pay attention to those E's at the end. All right? Hike is the same way. Hike. So we took the E off, add the ED, or we just add a D. And then we are hiking, I-N-G. We take off that E and add the I-N-G. And these are important lessons. Consonant E, consonant E, consonant E. We take that consonant. If there's an E after it, then we add the D, or we take off the E before we add an I-N-G. So just watch that, okay? Now comes the other tricky one. Okay, so there's two lessons. If there's a consonant E, Take it off the E, add the ing. Now look at jogging. How do we spell jog? Jog is just J-O-G. So if there's a vowel or as a vowel consonant, then you're going to have to add another consonant after that. Jogging. Isn't that interesting? But if I do a word something like milk, if I put an M-I-L-K, do I put milking, M-I-L-K-K-I-N-G? No, because it has to be a vowel and then a consonant. This one has two consonants, so I just add the ing. M-I-L-K-I-N-G. Two consonants, one consonant and a vowel before I add the double G. So pay attention to that while we're doing our, while you're doing these. I want you to notice those patterns. In fact, there's one more that you got to know. Like in cough, you know, if there's two consonants, you don't take it off, just like milk. You don't take off an E, you don't add anything, you just put the ing or the ed. All right? Let's do one more. I'm going to do diarrhea, which is the word. And you don't have a diarrhea, because that'd be pretty gross. Or a diarrheaing, that'd be even more gross. But we have another one. Oh, I'm going to have to get rid of this. Sorry, I have to get rid of that milk. Because we're going to add another thing in here that's called dash ES. Dash ES. So we're going to go dash ES. All right? But this one is not an inflectional ending to, you know, this one shows plural. Okay? So this would kind of be the oddball right there. The ES. That would be the oddball. All right? So when I ask you, hey, which one is the oddball? You'll say, oh, well, Mr. Anderson, it's the ES. So we're going to put diaries, because if there's a Y and you add the ES, you have to change that Y to an I and add the ES. Now, if you have a word like notches, it has the two consonants, so you just add the ES, all right? The Y in diarrhea, on this one, this was a vowel. So we take that, change it to an I, and make it an ES. Isn't this fun? I hope inflectional endings are not the easiest things in the world, all right? But you can do this. You really can. You just got to apply yourself. Let's put that. Apply yourself. All right? And then you'll be able to do all of this. So now what I want you to do is I want you to take all these extra words out here, and I need you to put them in the right place. Remember what this one is? That's right. That one is the oddball that you could put here or here. Either way, I'm going to take it. All right? So get all the rest of these words written out. You don't have to write all the words next to it here like I did, unless you want to. Bonus if you do. But write them all out. Get them done. Make sure that you've cut out your words and actually laid and said them. It'll make it a lot easier for you. All right? Hey, have a good night. Get your work done, all right?